this. Okay, where I have usually kept my cursor. Suppose I have my data like this. If you 1001, 1002 hand side, 1003 like that I have it. So if I create department number equal to 1001, create a partition table 1002, 1003 like that, it is going to be create a partition inside the table. Yes.
Yeah.
And again inside the partition one file is going to be created like this. Partition table. If you are loading on, see, whereas bucketing is not like happening is here. Bucketing is a file actually. Directory and bucketing is a file. Okay, bucketing is a file. This is a file actually. Inside the table directory for the partition, usually it is going to be partitioned in a directory. Okay, department number equal to 1001, department number equal to 1002 like that. Whereas it is going to be created as some files 00, 1 underscore 0, 2 underscore 0, 3 underscore 0, 4 underscore 0. These are the buckets. Okay, first one is bucket 1. Okay, 01 underscore 0 bucket 2, 2 underscore 0 is bucket 3. Okay, it is like a array kind of thing. Okay, see now here what I am going to do is to the bucketing table you cannot directly load the file. That is the first rule. First rule is through the file it is not possible to load the data into bucket table. Okay, only from table to, okay, you can only from table to bucket table you can load the data, not from the file. Usually for the partition table also we were able to do load the data through the file. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, just give a minute, 1 minute. Bro. Bro. అవును, అన్ని రన్ అయిపోతాయి. ఎందుకు జస్ట్ నువ్వు ఇప్పుడు ఈ కొరి ఉంది కదా, ఈ కొరి ఆ సెలెక్ట్ స్టార్ పైన ఇన్సర్ట్ ఓవర్ రైట్ పెడతావు చూసావా, అది పెట్టినా కానీ అదంతా ఒక హెచ్క్యూఎల్ అదంతా. రన్ అవుతాయి, రన్ అవుతాయి. నువ్వు బీ లైన్ లోనే కదా ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేసేది, బీ లైన్ లో ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేస్తున్నావు, ఎక్కడ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేస్తున్నావు, ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేయొచ్చు మొత్తం నీకు ఒకేసారి. ఓకే ఓకే ఓకే. Yeah, now if you see it here, bucketing is like a one file. When you are loading the data from this normal table to bucketing table, in between it is going to be created a one staging table that is called hash table. We will call it as a hash table. The hash table contains department number and hash ID. That means my bucketing column is department number. My bucketing column is department number. Okay. Now, so based on the department number, the data is going to be stored in the buckets. See here, when you are going to create a partition, that is not in your hand. Okay, how many partitions you need? It depends upon the data. Am I correct? Suppose I have a department number. Yeah. Suppose I have created one partition table. Now I have a data like this. Okay. So how many partitions are going to be created for this data?
10 partitions?
No, you can check not duplicate data. Here it is my department number. Okay, so
Oh,
that
okay.
101 department number is there. So it is a one partition. So the two records are going to be stored in one partition.
Okay.
So like that, how many unique department numbers are there here?
5?
Yeah, 5. So 5 partitions are going to be created. So that is not in your hand. Am I correct?
Yes.
Whereas bucketing is not like this. Bucketing, you can create how many buckets you want. Now if you want to create 5 buckets, you can create a 5 buckets. Each department number values are going to be stored into 111 bucket. I have a, in first scenario here, I have a 5 buckets. Okay. So here in the bucket 1, all department number 1001 records are going to be stored. So I have a 2 records. These 2 records are going to be stored in this file. And the second one, 1002 records are going to be stored in the second bucket. 1003 records are going to be stored in the third bucket. 1004 records are going to be stored in fourth bucket. 1005 records are going to be stored in this bucket, fifth bucket. Okay, that is in your hand how many buckets you want to create. Now in the second scenario, I don't want to create 5 buckets. I am going to create only, okay, I am going to create only some 2 buckets. Okay, I am going to create only 2 buckets. Now you can tell me how many department number values are going to be stored in different buckets. Now here first how it is going to is in the bucket 1. Okay, in the bucket 1 it is going to be, see, this is my bucketing. Okay, in the bucket 1 first it will store all department number 1001 values. Okay, and bucket 2 1002 it is going to be stored. Again it will come to first. Again 1003 records are going to be stored in bucket 1. 1004 records are going to be stored in 105. Okay, and again it will come to first. Okay, so in such a way it is going to be repeating. So that means department number 1001 and 1003, 1005 records are going to be stored in the bucket 1 table. Okay, I will show you practically, then you can understand what is, clearly. Use batch 1100. What is show databases? Use test show tables. I have created something. Okay, I have some normal table. Select star from emp underscore normal. I have a data like this. Okay, now I want to make it this data into partitions. Usually it is dfs -ls slash user slash hive slash warehouse you have a data like this. Test.db is also there. Now you have emp underscore normal. Okay, let me take emp underscore partition. Okay, just will take emp underscore part. How that is created? So it is created some 3 branches. Now I am going to put I'm going to put, I'm going to create a one, this thing, bucketing table. Okay. I'm going to create one bucketing table. Create table emp underscore bkt. I'm going to define my schema, employee number. First, let me describe. Let me desc emp underscore normal. Okay, create table emp underscore bkt e number string e name string salary int sex string dpt number int branch string. Okay, branch string, and is clustered by, keyword is clustered by clustered by clustered by clustered by okay, clustered by dept number. Okay, which one you want? I will use some branch into some 3 buckets I'm giving. Okay, 3 buckets. Okay, it is created. Now you can describe formatted also. Describe formatted emp underscore bkt. Okay, number of buckets 3. Okay, everything it is created. Now if you want to enable this bucketing, you need to provide one set parameter. Okay, this is the parameter set hive enforce dot bucketing equal to true. By default it is a false. Okay, and when you are trying to load the data from normal table to some bucketing table, you need to provide this. Okay, you need to provide this some property that is called, we can say, some property. Usually we can call it as that is some property. Now you are going to load the data from here to here. Here you can insert overwrite. My bucketing table is emp underscore bkt. Select star from emp underscore normal. From this normal table I am loading. It is running. Okay. Now I will show you the data how it is. Cache emp underscore bkt. See, if you see it here, it is going to be stored the data. Branch Hyderabad details are going to be stored here. Maybe you will see it's maybe any of the three. Okay. DFS hyphen. If you want to check the data through the Hive prompt, you can give DFS hyphen cat like this. DFS hyphen cat you can give, whereas through the normal terminal you can give out of the Hive you can give Hadoop space fs hyphen cat, whereas if you want to do through the Hive terminal you can give the like this. So if you see it here, only Bangalore related data stored in the bucket 1. Okay, only Bangalore related data is stored in the bucket 1. Now in again in other another bucket, maybe it is Hyderabad data. Okay, maybe in other, sorry, 2, it is stored Pune data. You observed it? So in bucket 1 it is going to be stored all Bangalore data. In bucket 2 it is stored all Hyderabad data. In bucket 3 it is stored all Pune data. Now I am going to show you another scenario. I am going to create only another bucketing table I am creating, and I am just mentioning only 2 buckets. Okay, I will show you how it is going to be stored. If I give 2 buckets, maybe some Bangalore and Hyderabad data it is going to be stored in 1 bucket. Okay, Pune data is going to be stored in some other bucket. Maybe Hyderabad and Pune it is going to be stored in 1 bucket, and the Bangalore or some other. So two branches data it is going to be stored in 1 bucket. The another branch data is going to be stored in another bucket. Okay, so insert to overwrite. So bucket 1. This is my bucket 1 table. Okay. Now I will show you how it is going to be stored. Okay. So it created bucket 1. See, if you see it here, Bangalore and Pune data got stored in 1 bucket. Okay. Bangalore and Pune data got stored in 1 bucket. Okay. And only Hyderabad data is going to be stored in 1 bucket. That means how many number of buckets we have, if you have given, the data is going to be segregated into those many buckets. It is like, percentile. Percentile is nothing but you can say, suppose you have it some 5 branches data, okay, you have only 3 buckets. How it is going to be stored? First it will fill with all the 3, some department branch 1 details in 1 bucket, branch 2 in bucket 2, branch 3 in bucket 3. Again it will start from the top. Branch 4 details are in bucket 1, branch 5 details are in bucket 2. In such a way it is going to be stored. You got it? What I'm trying to say?
So we don't explicitly tell it which fields it should put into which bucket, right? It does it automatically?
No, it is automatic. You don't have any control on that.
Okay.
Yeah, Sandeep?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Sandeep,
Yeah.
you got it?
Yeah, I got it. Sir,
Okay,
sir,
so
I have one.
yeah,
In Hadoop
yes,
file system, we use Hadoop FS, and in Hive we use DFS default.
yeah, it will work out. DFS hyphen you can give it. DFS hyphen LS, all the commands it will work out. You need to
This is
give
a data file system
DFS.
also.
No, it is like a API or application programming
Okay.
interface. You can give from here also. We have that feature here in Hive.
Okay, we can directly interact with the.
Yes, HDFS system.
Okay, that's what it is as DFS, similar to the.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay, man. We don't have class tomorrow because I will be in traveling tomorrow night. We'll have the class on again my Friday night. Okay.
Ready? Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, one more question.
Yeah.
I need your curriculum, like what are you going to say on the. I need one of the PDF or the file. What
Okay.
and so what you are
Yeah.
going to complete everything in this sessions. I need
Okay.
brief like headings. That's it.
Yeah, I will send to organizer and he will send to you. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can I ask
Yeah.
a quick question about how Bucket puts things into the tables?
Okay.
So I'm wondering, is it like, for example, say the field we are bucketing is like the employee name, for example, would it be alphabetical order or would it be in the order it is in the table?
That means you mean to say how it is going to be stored? Yes.
Yeah, like what would be the buckets look like if I was storing by like a string?
Yeah. No, bucketing is it is like a bucket is one file actually. See, the data is going to be stored inside the bucket. Okay, inside the table
Uh-huh.
directly. It will create one file actually. It will create one file. Okay.
Uh-huh.
But that is not like a normal file. Okay.
Okay.
That file inside that file is related with some hash table inside the bucketing table. It will have some other table, hash table. That
Okay.
hash table contains bucketing column and it will create on the fly one hash ID. It is going to be created. Actually, that is the reference to that. So when you are trying to fetch the data for a particular department number, it will call only the hash ID. The hash ID, it will fetch the data from the table actually.
Okay. But how would the data be like? So in this case, we did it by department number, right? In the example we did.
Yes.
Yeah. So
This is
what if we did it over a name? Does it do it in alphabetical order? Like, what would the buckets look like?
no. Name you cannot do
So it
because
has to be a number.
names are no. It is not like number also.
Okay.
Maybe that some category of data. See, employee number you cannot say category. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
See, employee number you cannot say. As far as I know, it is not good. See, even if you do like that, how it is going to be happen is, uh, the records are going to be stored in some different way. It is not like a meaning. You will not get any meaning. Something called like, now first, suppose I have a hundred employees. I have a hundred names are different. 100 names are different.
Okay.
Okay, and
Yeah.
100 names are different. So now you have created a some 10 buckets. Okay,
Okay.
for example, you created a some 10 buckets. Let us assume that. So it is going to be created in bucket. 10 files are going to 10 records are going to be storing. Okay, in second bucket another 10. In third
Right.
bucket another 10. In fourth bucket another 10. How it is going to be written is, first it will fill with all first 10 records with 10 buckets. Okay, and again it will start with the 11th record is in first bucket. 12th record is in second bucket. 13th record is third,
Okay.
14th record, fourth record, 15th record is in again the 10th. So in such a way it is going to be rating. First it
But
will
can we
the
specify order by? Like, can we say order by name or order by in ascending or descending? So it does it
oh
alphabetically.
while oh no, while loading you cannot do that actually. When you are
Okay.
trying to fetch the data, you can do order by or group by, whatever you want. That is
Okay.
normal SQL how we are doing. But when you are loading, it is not possible.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have.
Yes.
What is the main purpose for this budgeting system and partition systems?
Bucket, bucket. See, when you have some sample data, go ahead with bucketing. When you have a large amount of data, go ahead with partition. That is first one. Okay.
Okay.
First difference. And the second one is, um, if you want to use partition and bucketing, you can use it. Partition and bucketing, both you can use it at a time.
Okay.
How you can use it is, first, for example, you have a some 10 years of data. Okay, from 1991, 1992, 1993, 1994, some up to some 2000 years of data you have it. Okay, now inside the year you can put a bucketing column as a month. Okay,
Okay.
and you are going to create inside the partition, you are going to create a some 12 buckets.
Okay.
Okay, you are going to create inside the partition 12 buckets.
Cool, cool.
Now yeah, when you are trying to fetch the data, suppose you need a data for some 1991, for January data you need. So usually if you create only partition, it has to search entire partition. Am I correct? It has to search entire partition. But whereas if you go with the partition and bucketing, it will not search in entire bucket, entire partition. First it will go to the partition, and inside the partition it will find for the month partition, month bucketing. Okay, which month
Yeah.
is in which bucket. So it will fetch only that particular bucket.
Okay. It improves performance, speed.
Yeah, Ankur, you got it? What I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I think I understand.
Yeah. Okay, man. I'm getting late. We'll meet on Friday. Okay?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.